Here to keep the chase going, share information, spread unity, preserve our heritage and our culture. We're trying to achieve something that you just can't catch. We're always trying to find a better way, trying to make better dogs. That's what Dixie Doggers Podcast is. That's who we are.
This episode is brought to you by Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company. Marc Rankin specializes in Brahma and Brahma Cross cattle in Oglethorpe County, Georgia. You can contact him at 407-832-2077. 407-832-2077. This episode is also brought to you by Phil Wilson of UC Hunting Properties. If you're buying or selling land, farms, or hunting property, these folks know land. You can contact him at 678-791-3483, 678-791-3483, or visit his website down below in the description. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Technical Tuesday. So today we're going to be going over the new Garmin LTE collars, just going over a couple different specs and just viewpoints to give y'all a better informed decision on whether or not you need to add this for your pack of dogs. All right, so we're going to go over the battery life right off the top. So standalone, just using the LTE collar, the 10-second tracking, you can get 11 hours. Dynamic tracking, which means changing the setting, and the tracking and update rate will change in proportion to how fast the dog is moving and stuff like that. That'll be 18 hours. 2-minute tracking being 45 hours. And then you have the companion tracking, which we'll go over how that works later. But for 10-second tracking, you have 12 hours, dynamic tracking, 40, 2-minute tracking, 75. So when it refers to tracking in this, it means like update rate, like, you know, on standard collars, most of them are either 5 or 2.5 seconds, 2.5 seconds for the newer ones. So AT&T and Verizon compatible, price on the plan is going to be subjective. It really just depends what you're doing and, if you have pre-existing things or however you get it set up. So for this collar, an additional subscription for the Garmin Alpha app is required to track this device on your phone. It is a $49.99 annual plan per collar. You must connect the collar to your phone and then to your handheld. So referring to the companion tracking, so you can pair your LTE to a standard Garmin very high frequency collar, a T5 or newer, for an integrated tracking experience, switching between the LTE tracking and the VHF tracking for a seamless tracking experience on your handheld. So pairing to your T5, T5 Mini, T5X, TT15, TT15 Mini, or TT15X dog tracking collar. So bring your compatible collar within 10 meters or so of your Alpha LTE collar. On the VHF collar, press the power button until the status LED rapidly flashes green, indicating pairing mode and release. On the Alpha collar, the LTE collar, press the power button until the status LED flashes blue, indicating pairing mode and release. The collars will automatically pair within a few seconds. So for the newest collars, pairing the LTE to an Alpha T20 or Alpha TT25. So once again, get them close, turn them both on until the LEDs flash blue, indicating pairing mode, and then the collars will automatically pair. The LTE collar will have signal as long as the phone and the collar have LTE coverage in the area they are in. The collar is more forgiving than your phone, as poor service on your phone will yield less detailed maps at times or issues loading, typical internet connectivity issues. You can track your collar and be in a different state entirely. It's good for monitoring competition dogs, dogs on trial, or like if you have your dog somewhere being hunted by someone else. They retail for $300. Get in touch with us today to get yours. Down below in the description will be all the links to find this information and some other videos if you want to kind of go look more and see if this is something you'd like. Thank y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed that episode. Stay tuned for our new episodes every Monday and Wednesday. For questions, advertising, or just to chat, email DixieDoggers01@gmail.com.